Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lotti and I'm so excited for this video because as you probably saw in the title, we are doing my monthly setup for the month October now. October is the month of Halloween and I love Halloween so much, even though I'm a person who gets scared pretty easily. So I don't really like horror movies that much, but I love Halloween just because everybody can express themselves and it's just so fun. So I decided to do for October a little spooky setup, but in a cute kind of way. There will be a lot of doodles, so be warned and let's get started. As you can see, we are starting off on the right side of my bullet journal because at this time I wasn't really sure if I wanted to create something on the left side, but spoiler alert, on the end I create a little quote page on the left side of the page. Yesterday evening I sat down and created some fun little doodles and sketched them out in my bullet journal beforehand because I was a little bit afraid of screwing things up and I needed to know like the spacing of the doodles. So here you can just see me outlining the sketches I made before and I'm super happy how this turned out. When I think of Halloween, I think of witches, vampires, skeletons, maybe ghosts and death. So I wanted to incorporate this in my doodles. In the past, I was more on the minimalistic kind of bullet journal side, but I enjoyed this so much, even though it took me hours to create this. It was so relaxing for me and I was getting so hyped for Halloween. For my title, I decided to cut out this black piece of paper and write with my white gel pen on it. I wanted to keep this kind of messy looking setup because I just threw some doodles there. They are not symmetrical at all, so I wanted to keep the theme for the title as well. So I made it off-center on purpose. When I looked at the page, I thought something was missing, but the whole page was covered in doodles, so I was thinking like, what is wrong? But I remembered from my last bullet journal setup, I kind of needed some more dimension. I decided that I wanted to step a little bit away from this black and white kind of theme and use orange as the pop of color to draw a little bit more attention to the doodles. I created a little bit of highlight with the orange, so not only for the pumpkins, but also for example, the potions. It wasn't still enough contrast for me, so I decided to go back with the black marker and color some areas with a solid black. And I honestly think that this makes such a big difference. The next page, which will be my monthly overview kind of page, I decided to go a little bit less with the doodles. I started by drawing out the boxes with a ruler. I think the boxes are 7 by 8. I thought it would be a cute idea to create little ghosts as borders because I just love ghosts. Continued with some more doodles, for example the broom on the top of the page or the spider webs in the corner of the pages, and I can say you can't do anything wrong with a good old spider web in a corner of a page. I still have my struggles when it comes to lettering and different styles of lettering. It looks a little bit rough right now, but I think I fixed it, that it looks kind of presentable. I try a lot of new things out at the moment and I want to improve myself, so bear with me. It was kind of important for me that I kept this monthly overview page pretty simple, just because I really want to use it as a calendar in the future. This page you can see me creating now is on the left side of my bullet journal and it is my mood tracker. I decided to incorporate the mood tracker again in my bullet journal setup. I have to say I didn't miss it in my last bullet journal setup, but I just thought it would be a cute idea to bring it back. I just started drawing a lot of weird shapes and the shapes should represent some ghosts and every ghost is for one day. So if a day ends and I felt very happy, I will draw the little ghost a happy face, and if it was a kind of bad day, I will draw the ghost a sad face, which is pretty simple. And as I said before, I just love ghosts and these like cutish kind of ghosts, so I thought it would be a very cute idea. Right side of the page, I decided to go with my habit tracker, but in a different kind of style. I started by putting down some doodles on the left side of the page, and these are function as a kind of border. I saw something similar like this on Pinterest before, so credits go to the person who created this picture I saw. You can see what I did, but basically I just drew out the boxes horizontally, and I don't know why I haven't come across this kind of style of habit trackers because I think it looks super good and so clean and very aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. As always, there will be no weekly setup and I will not decide now on my habits which I want to track in October because I'm filming this in the middle of September, so I'm still not very sure which habits I want to track and what I have to do in October. So I just hopped in and used the orange and the black again to create this kind of contrast. And I have to say that I really love how the orange and the black looks together. I think it's just so pleasing for the eye and very interesting for the viewer to look at the spread. Now I just kind of went backwards and created more contrast because at the beginning I was a little bit afraid to use black, but in the end I was very confident to color even larger areas with solid black. I know that black can be a little bit scary at the beginning, so I went back and created some more contrast with the black and the orange. Even though I was already filming for 2.5 hours, I was so hungry and wanted to eat breakfast so bad, I decided to go back to the beginning and create a little quote page next to the kind of title page. I decided to go with the kind of quote "stay spooky," which I think is super cute. And when can I use this quote other than in a Halloween setup? Wanted that the quote page is kind of matching to the title page, so I just decided to throw a lot of doodles there. This time I did not sketch them out because I wanted to get finished with this video, but I just went with the fine liner in and I made some mistakes, which is fine. It still looks very good. I'm very happy how this page turned out and I think it looks much better with the quote page beside the title page. Before I will show you my final pages I just created, I wanted to say a big thank you that you watched this video till the end. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I have planned a lot of fun things for the future, so I don't want you to miss these. I can say that I'm just super glad and super happy how the spreads turned out. I think it's just so colorful and so fun and also super cute. Maybe you could find some inspiration for your next bullet journal setup, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!